Hello.
Good morning, Bubba. How are you today?
Good. Who's this?
Yikes.
This is Mario.
Hi,
out
Mario.
In Reno.
Oh, from yesterday?
No, I've met Bubba twice in Reno. It's a different Mario. I met
Oh,
him
I'm
when he
like,
came
you
out here.
sound way sadder than yesterday's Mario.
Yeah, Mario. How are you?
Man, I just gotta thank you guys, man,
Oh.
for what you do.
Well, thank you for thanking us, Mario. And hey,
Thank you,
Mario,
my God.
I'm gonna be in Reno May something.
19th or something?
So I was seeing my dad, the infamous Doug Clem.
My 18-year-old daughter was murdered 3 weeks ago.
Oh, hold on now.
Oh, so
No,
sorry.
hold on, Mario.
Oh, my God.
So hold on. Let's just settle down a little bit. So when was your daughter murdered?
February 23rd. March 23rd here in Reno, Nevada.
So 3 weeks ago.
She was murdered by a 17-time felon.
A 17-time felon. And where was your daughter at when this took place? Was she, like what were the, if you could, without upsetting you? First of all, Mario, there's nothing that I can say that will make it. There's nothing I can say appropriately that will take the pain away. Other than I cannot even fathom what you're going through, my friend. And we're here for you. I hope we're the bright spot of your day, that you can turn this on and take just maybe 1% of the pain away, my friend. But without upsetting you, can you give me somewhat the details?
She met an older guy online. She's 18 years old. And this guy met up with her and shot her and dumped her body up on a dirt road.
So hold on. So she was like on a dating app or something like that?
I'm not sure how she met the guy. We don't know yet.
All right, but
They caught him in Texas?
nonetheless.
They caught him in Texas, yes. They caught him in Texas.
All right.
He was already sentenced to life in prison. He was already sentenced to life in prison 3 years ago in Nevada and got out after a 2-year sentence.
Oh, this guy's a real. This guy's a real piece of work.
Blitz knows the story. I think it's nationwide.
Yeah, it is. A suspect in the shooting death of an 18-year-old daughter in North Reno has been arrested. This guy named Todd Tucci or something. I don't know what his name is.
Scum of the earth.
Absolute scum of the earth. Oh my God, sir. I mean, oh my God. I don't even know what to say, buddy.
Bubba, she left behind me two baby girls. I got a 9-month-old and a 2-year-old that I have to take care of now. And I just wanted to.
Oh, so she had 2 children.
Scroll up a little bit, Bubba.
I have 2 grandbabies. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
And this is the only thing that's kept me going as this show. I've listened to you since day one on the Sirius, and I listened to you. And
listen. First of all, I don't even know what to say. Secondly, I love you, and I'm so glad that our show can offer you just some ounce of relief, because this is the horrible, horrible situation. And I don't know if this makes a difference, and I'm not trying to be cheesy or anything like that, but you know what, bud? And I know you like the show, so you've established that, and the show helps you. I'm going to be in Reno. If I can get your phone number, I'm going to be in Reno like within the next 30 days. I'd love to meet you for lunch, bud. Just you and I. If that would make you happy and bring a smile to your face, I'd love to take a little bit of my time on my vacation and give you a big ass hug and meet you for lunch if that's cool.
I'd love that, Bubba. I met you twice the last 2 times you were out here, and you made my life. You made me get through this a lot easier. Without you guys, it would have been very hard, because I didn't sleep for a week and a half.
Oh my God!
I didn't eat for a week and a half.
Are you Mario? Are you married? Do you have some support system that can help you navigate through this with the kids and stuff?
I am married. My boy, I have a 21-year-old son. We're taking care of my 2 little granddaughters now, forever. And it's just.
I mean, this is when family really, circles the wagons, and really takes care of your own, nonetheless. And
I don't mean to bring the show down. This show done so much
No,
for me.
but Mario, that's what this show's all
18 years.
about. No, hold on, bud. But that's what this show's all about. We're real, and you're going through a real situation, and this is a real situation that happened, and we just helped Jackson a few days ago, and it's hard it's hard telling how many of these situations, people that listen to the show that get a little bit of a joy from the show because it's so much different and our show's so transparent. A lot of radio shows wouldn't even have this phone call on the air because it doesn't fit standard, talk show / playing 4 records an hour protocol. And the radio hosts, people aren't the radio hosts aren't so transparent and don't come across as your friends that people wouldn't feel comfortable calling their favorite radio show and sharing something so tragic like this. But, our show's different, and we get really, really great listeners who feel very, very close to the show, and we all come together as the Bubba Army to try to help good people like you that are suffering through just like the most horrific thing that could have happened. And I mean, we should all take a step back and realize our lives aren't so bad. None of us would want to switch with you, and that you are an absolute stud. And I cannot even, I don't even have words to explain as to how sorry I am for you, my friend.
Just Bubba, Blitz, Lenny, Anna, Dan, you guys are my morning life, and it keeps me going. I just appreciate you guys so much, man. I don't mean to bring the show down.
No, Mario, you're not. Mario, you're not. See, that's where you have. Don't make it like you're bringing the show down. We feel as if we're helping you, and that's all that matters is that you make it through another day. You've been given a crappy hand, my friend, and anything that we can do to make you feel better on a absolute horrible situation. Man, that's why I would love, and just oddly enough, hell, I haven't been to Reno in I don't know how many years, and oddly enough, I'm going to be there in less than 30 days, and what a great opportunity for me to come and have lunch with you and give you a big-ass hug, and as anybody from Bubba Army would. If Anna was going out to Reno or Blitz or
sure.
Dan or Rhett, we know your Bubba Army. Hell, Dan was in Canada one time with his brothers partying, and he said, "Hey, the Diacos are at this bar. Come see us." And there was 200 people show up. And
it was packed.
Dan became even more impossible to deal with at that point.
It was fun.
Mario, is the number you called in your number?
Yeah, Split.
Okay,
That's my number. And the story gets so much worse, but I just don't want to get into it.
No, if you'd like to get into it, we can. But I almost feel like crying.
My daughter was 18. He was a 38-year-old habitual criminal that was already sentenced to life in prison. He got out. He shot my daughter in the head. He dismembered her. And he dumped her in the field. 18 years old. For what? We don't.
And part of the reason that you can't even wrap your head around it is because, okay, buddy, bad guy, scum of the earth. I hope you get shanked in prison, mother effer. Why? Why? What did my daughter do to your stupid ass that would recall? You wanted her wallet. Good, take her wallet. You want, why? Why don't you just drop her? Why don't you just drop her off? And make her walk her ass home if she wasn't going to do what you wanted. Right? Whatever.
How did he get out? Because you said he was a 17.
Yeah. How did the system?
How did the system fail?
Yeah, how did the system fail us, Mario? Or this scumbag's walking the earth?
If you just look at all his felonies on his record, he was sentenced to life in prison in Nevada as a habitual criminal, and was released after 3 years.
Mario, there needs to be a movement for this, and something called Haley's Law or something like that. That's
what we're shooting for.
Man, maybe Dan or Jay, being lawyers, might be able to help you write something a little bit more, legal or something like that, a proposal, because.
And I have another idea, Bubba. I mean, and Jay can talk more about this, and he'll probably poo-poo the idea, but at least it would be a shot over the bow. And I don't understand why this gentleman couldn't sue the person that let this monster out of jail. because he has actual damages. And
Yeah,
so a
but
lot
they
of people
probably have municipality immunity.
Whatever. But go for it. Sue him for $50 million. And then let them deal with the consequences. They still have to defend it. They still have to deal with it. It becomes a national story. It highlights the people that were at fault here. It puts a magnifying glass and a bright light
As
on
to the person that
people
did it.
That did it, exactly. And lets them have some at least responsibility and forces them to at least discuss it and tell the rest of the community, especially if they're an elected official, what their supposed justification was to letting a scumbag like this out that just destroyed this man's family and destroyed this man. He's hurt. He will never be
Mario,
100% better from this.
Changes this changes
forever.
Mario's life for the rest of your life.
And I'm so sorry for you, Mario, and your two grandchildren. This is absolutely brutal.
Mario,
And
do you know the specific agency or reason why was given and why they let him out? Like, have they answered that?
Bubba, everything is it only happened 3 weeks ago. We don't
Right.
know much about the guy yet, but you can look up his criminal record online and just see
it's not the record, man. It's the release. I would focus on the release. When you start thinking about hiring local counsel, because you do have an action here, you would consider going after the people responsible for his release, because their negligence in letting a person that's known to be dangerous, known to be a habitual offender, sentenced to life in prison, to let this guy out and then have him commit such a heinous crime so quickly. It was negligence, and you have damages. And so even though they may have some municipality protection, sue them as individuals, sue them as a municipality, sue the state, sue everybody. Make them all answer to this.
Right. No, I agree. I really agree. And Mario, I'll have your number here, after the show or here soon, and I'll keep in touch with you. But maybe try to organize this through Jay or Dan, and maybe try to get you, some direction on how to maybe proceed with that. But more importantly, I immediately would like to see you one day for lunch. My dad lives in, I think, Sparks. Is that close to where you live, bud?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sparks is so close to Reno. It's like right there.
And love to. Also, I'll get your address and send you out a Bubba Army care pack. And more importantly, Mario, you're going to have my phone number, and let's keep in touch. And I'll see you in about a month. And maybe we can, there's no good thing that's going to come from this, but maybe we can do like Dan said and start to get some awareness as to how this happened.
And they're probably protected from sovereign immunity to some extent. But there may be a loophole, and we don't know the laws specifically in that state, in that jurisdiction.
And you know what, Mario? I would go, if I'm you, which I know that you're a man's man, I would exhaust my last goddamn breath to try to find out or to get some type of answer as to why this happens, including committing a crime and trying to get put in prison so I could kill the guy myself. I'm just saying, like, I just cannot even I cannot imagine, Mario, what you're going through. But I'm gonna go ahead, bud.
My two grandbabies are keeping me strong too, man. 9 months old and 2 years old is what she left us behind, and they're my rock right now. Those two babies are my rock.
Absolutely. Everybody, well, and your friends and your wife and your kick-ass son. Again, this is when families circle the wagon and start taking care of their own. And please consider us family, my friend. Please do.
Thank you, Bubba. Thank you, Bubba Show. I love you guys.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
And Bud, listen, I'll be seeing you. I just
texted Bubba your number.
Perfect. I'll be texting you here today, Mario, and it's one day at a time, Bud. And man, you are. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Mario. And I'll be in touch, and let's get together and have a few laughs, and let me help you try to navigate, maybe like what Dan said, through this, so we can start raising some hell and get some answers to this, one of the most heinous things I've ever seen.
Thank you, Bubba. I really appreciate you guys.
And join Rumble, because I'm reading chat right now, and I know there's a lot of people that want to reach out to you.
Yeah. Join Rumble. Okay.
I'm on
Okay.
Rumble.
All right.
I'm just listening to the app real quick. It's there's a GoFundMe for my daughters if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Okay, I think
That's
someone
the
already
only
found
thing
it and posted it.
Coco Kid.
Yeah, he posted it.
Thank you guys so much.
And you know what? We'll push that, bud. And more importantly, I'll be texting you later today. And we love you. We love you, bud. We really do. We really, really deep down. Those aren't words. You're Bubba Army. You've been Bubba Army since we were on KRO. Was it KRZQ?
Is that how you found us, Mario?
I've known you guys since day one on satellite, but I met you guys when you came out here with KRZQ and all that. And
so you're solid Bubba Army, my friend. You got 15 years in on Bubba Army, and
solid mark, my friend.
Well, listen, it's time for us to come together and try to help you, my friend. So I'll be contacting you later today. Hey, day by day, stay strong and lean on that family. We love you, bud.
I love you guys, Bubba Show.
You too, man.
Thanks, Mario.
Bye.
Hang in there.
Wow.
You see, and not to make this self-serving or anything, please don't anybody take it this way. Please don't. But, man, the show really does help people. You know, we're not the Bubba the Love Sponge show that has two girls, drag race squirting or urinating into coffee cans. You know, we're your friend on the air each morning that cynically looks at life and makes fun of ourselves and breaks stuff down and gets you to be mad and gets you to be sad
or gives you relief.
Yeah, we'll give you relief. Yeah, Anna, you get. I mean,
what?
No,
you want me to do that?
The guy's got a wife, man. Come on.
I'm so sorry. We give you relief, radio relief,
Right.
Radio relief.
Yeah.
Somebody did send me the story. I did not want to play it with Mario on. And Mario, I'm just gonna let you know I'm going to words, and then there's ABC 8 did a story about this scumbag, just so that I can let the listeners know the scumbag that did this. But I'm you might not want to listen. It may be too much for you, but I'm going to play it just so I can get the listeners up to speed as to how much of us. And Dan, you're right. Who the hell signed what document to let a guy that was sentenced to life in prison out after 36 months?
Right.
Who signed that paper and why?
I put that guy's name on every billboard. I would have a personal vendetta against that person for the rest of my life and his agency.
Well, we're going to get into that next. Hold on.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.